www.molloylions.com.
Can't get enough Molloy College athletics? Tune in 15 minutes prior to every Lions home game for the Molloy Lions pregame show. Stats, analysis, and interviews to get you set for the game. It's the Molloy Lions pregame show, and it starts 15 minutes prior to every home game right here on your home for Molloy College athletics, www.molloylions.com. Molloy College cordially invites all parents, relatives, and former Molloy Lions back for homecoming reunion and family weekend. Friday, October 16th through Sunday, October 18th in Rockville Center. Visit alumni.molloy.edu and click on the Homecoming Reunion and Family Weekend tab at the bottom of the home screen to see a schedule listing, as well as finding local area hotels to stay in. Molloy College hopes to see you, families of current students and alumni, and all former members of the Molloy community for Homecoming, Reunion, and Family Weekend on October 16th through the 18th.
Jake's Steakhouse is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Come down to Jake's for happy hour every Monday through Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. and Sundays from 12 to 7 p.m. $4 mixed drinks, $5 select house wines by the glass, $4 select domestic beer, and $5 select craft beers. Looking for some delicious food? Jake's Sunset Special features a price-fixed menu Sunday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m., 3 courses for just $24.95. Friday night at Jake's is Prime Rib Night, a delicious 26-ounce prime rib with popover, mashed potatoes, and dessert, all for just $49. Can't get enough? Well, Jake's does brunch too. Sunday mornings receive free hot cereal and coffee or tea with any entree, plus bottomless Bloody Marys and mimosas for $10. And don't forget, you get 10% off at Jake's Monday through Saturday with a Lions Land card. Jake's Steakhouse, 2172 Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Casey's is open 7 days a week for dinner with plenty of salads, sandwiches, and entrees to choose from. Casey's is also open for lunch Thursday through Sunday and for Sunday brunch. On the go, takeout is available, plus on-site and off-premise catering to suit all of your catering needs. And now through October, Casey's Rooftop Bar, Rooftop 32, is open for dining. Plus, you can receive a 10% discount with a Lions Land card. All at Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails, 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
William J. Schwartz Physical Therapy and Pro Sports Care of Long Island is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. William J. Schwartz Physical Therapy and Pro Sports Care of Long Island is a full-service sports injury center for rehabilitation, strength and conditioning, and sports enhancement training. William J. Schwartz has 17 years of experience with athletes. Call 516-798-9605 for more information.
Hey, this is Billy Correo, head coach of your Molloy Lions volleyball team, and you're listening to all the action live on MolloyLions.com.
Live from Quealy Gymnasium in Rockville Center, New York, it's time once again for Molloy Lions volleyball. Today the Lions take on the Mercy College Mavericks in their first of 2 meetings this season. Well, hello again, everybody. Dan Savarino here with you this evening, alongside Dan Hansen, who's filling in with our Dan Squared today in our analysis duties as we bring you Molloy College Lions volleyball. Well, last time out wasn't so pretty for the Lions. They were on the road as they faced Dowling. Again, Molloy is now sitting at 3-14 on the season, 1-4 in the ECC. And that Dowling game, Dan, was a very tough one. Start to finish, they fall 25-13 the first set, 25-21 the second. Third set, they stayed in there with a 25-20 loss. But still, overall, you will hear from Billy Correo, not very happy with the performance he saw from his squad.
No, you're absolutely right. And you look at some of the stats, and Dowling, in terms of kills per set, they basically had 3 times as many kills per set than Molloy did in each set. Obviously, the third one they had 12 kills, Molloy had 8. But in the first two, they had 12. Molloy had 4 kills, 5 in the second set for Molloy, and 15 in the second. So Dowling doing a great job in the kill game for on the court.
Error is still a big issue for this squad as they hit an 0.62 clip in the first set and 0.79 in the third set for the match. Just right around 12%, a little more close to 12%. Janie Reynes led the team in kills with 7. Spencer Williams had 6. Cassie Palmer 6 as well. And assist, Ali DeCrife had 16. Stefanovsky had 9. Samir Escobar led the squad in digs. Well, who else to hear from than better than the head coach of the Molloy College Lions in Billy Correo, as I chatted with him just a few moments ago.
Current students and alumni.
Inside the pregame show, talking to head coach Billy Coreo, and coach coming off a very tough loss last time against Dowling. You fall in 3 sets. What did you like? What didn't you like?
I didn't like much. I just don't think we really showed up to play, Dan. I don't think the effort was great. The execution was okay in sets 2 and 3, but not up to the standard that we set for ourselves. So we talked about it on Tuesday. We're just going to put that one behind us. We had a really great practice session yesterday. I think the girls kind of recognized the opportunities that we've missed in the past, and they're ready to move forward and, kind of take a step in a positive direction.
You mentioned about those opportunities, positive direction, mental toughness is something you always keep bringing up. How do you feel this has evolved over the season?
I do think we're growing. I think we're heading in the right direction. I think Tuesday was an anomaly, because prior to that, Bridgeport, Post, Damon, Roberts, we took positive steps, even in terms of results, in each of those 4 matches. So I don't really know where Tuesday came from, but again, we're going to put it behind us and hopefully continue to grow tonight.
Well, with 1 and 4 in the conference right now, it's still these wins need to come. We're in the ECC. You have another ECC opponent here today. What do you stress to them, considering how important these games end up being since you're in this part of the season?
Working hard from the beginning of the match to the end of the match. I think that's been our biggest problem. We come out really strong, especially at home, and just can't seem to hold leads, can't seem to finish a set. So that's what we've been stressing, really working to earn points, playing with consistency, and then finishing. Those have been the 3 things that we've really been focusing on the last couple of days.
You mentioned about being at home. Every home match this season has really been a dogfight. You've been in this still looking for that first win, though. Is that starting to get a little demoralizing for you guys?
I'll tell you what, a credit to our girls. As much as, losing has been tough and, the season's been a struggle in terms of trying to earn wins, everybody's still in. Everybody's still engaged, which, is a real positive sign, because obviously the kids believe in each other. They believe in what we're teaching. They believe in, the system that we're playing in. So I think that's certainly a good sign that everybody's still working, that we can come in to the gym yesterday after a tough loss on Tuesday and, really a tough early go, and the kids are still working, they're still getting after it. So I think that says a lot about the character of this team. We just need to start translating into wins.
Well, Mercy coming in today, also 1 and 4 in the conference, preseason picked at the bottom of the poll. What are you expecting from this squad today to try and get a W?
We expect a lot of swings from their outsides. We expect them to be a scrappy defensive team. And they're going to get their points. But, again, we've got to play our game. We've got to play with the speed that we expect to play at and not let them kind of dictate the way this match goes. And if we do that, I think we'll be okay.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
And again, that is the head coach of the Molloy College Lions, Billy Coreo. We're here inside the pregame show on Molloy Lions Sports Network. It's about 5 minutes away from first hit from the back row between the Lions and Mavericks. Dan Savarino, Dan Hansen with you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us on MolloyLions.com. Well, the Lions today will end up facing the Mercy College Mavericks. And for the Mavericks, again, their record is not much different right now on the season. This is a team that's still struggling themselves. They sit 5-12 overall, 1 and 4 in the ECC. Preseason picked dead last in the conference. They lost some pieces from last year, Dan. One big name was Brenna White, who actually immersed over 2,000 and accumulated over 2,000 kills in her 4-year career, but Peyton Olsen, the freshman, has really stepped up as the outside hitter.
Yeah, and when you look at a player like Peyton Olsen replacing someone like Brenna White, she already has 183 kills on the season, and that's something that's been magical for, so far not really the most productive season in the win column, so she's been doing all the right things for Mercy this year so far.
And also, Brenna White, actually part of that staff now on the coaching staff. They brought over a couple of different players. Actually, a completely Mercy staff, at least among the assistant coaches. Kelly Wangeter, the head coach in her 3rd season, now has Christina Nulaj, who was a graduate in 2014, but 2 from last year's squad, and Brenna White and Mallory Hopkins, who both come on this year as assistant coaches. So familiar with the team, familiar with the program, familiar with the girls, and that definitely makes a big difference going forward. Well, last time out for Mercy, they actually snapped a 7-game match losing streak, where during that losing streak, they actually were swept 5 times, just 1 loss, which went 5 sets. That was the very first game that they lost in that 7 straight. Another one, 4 sets, but last time out for them, it was a 25-23 win in the first set, 25-23 in the second, and 25-22 in set number 3 victory.
And yeah, they clawed each set out really quickly. Not quickly, but they did everything they could to win that match. And when you look at Mercy in terms of a team performance over the year, it's been similar to Molloy in some regard, because Molloy at one point they lost 7 of 8. They won, of course, the last one against Dowling. They lost, I'm sorry, but they at one point, they lost 7 of 8, but
it was tough for them.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, these are 2 teams again. It's been a tough going, at least early on in this season, and you definitely want to see what they can do to improve. And no matter what, one team has to come away. Again, you have Mercy coming off a victory, while the Lions playing maybe one of their worst games, at least in the last couple of weeks, where Billy Carrillo, again, was not very happy with the performance he saw, considering that things are just starting to turn around with this team. Again, still no Danielle Williams. She's been injured, and we'll see if she's even going to be able to come back and return this season. Doesn't look likely. But, again, that would be a gigantic loss for this program, considering she was the leading returner in kills a year ago. So big loss on the outside, and the freshmen have to obviously step up as they have so far. We've seen them step up numerous times this season. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, the starting lineup, the national anthem, only on the Molloy Lions Sports Network.
Jake's Steakhouse is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Not only does Jake's have great food and drinks, but it features Sunday brunch too. Free hot cereal and coffee or tea with any entree, plus bottomless Bloody Marys and mimosas for only $10. Spend your next Sunday brunch at Jake's, 2172 Hempstead Turnpike in East Meadow.
MolloyLions.com is your official online home for Molloy College Athletics. Game recaps, highlights, stats, exclusive stories and interviews, and much, much more. All on your online home for Molloy College Athletics, www.MolloyLions.com.
What's the lowdown on Molloy College Athletics? Watch the Lions Lowdown. Hear from your favorite coaches and student athletes of the Molloy College Lions. Watch on MolloyLions.com or follow our YouTube channel, Molloy Lions.
Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails is a proud sponsor of Molloy Athletics. Hurry down to Casey's because now through October, Casey's Rooftop Bar, Rooftop 32, is open for dining. Have a Lions land card? Receive a 10% discount on your order. Casey's Kitchen and Cocktails, 23 North Park Avenue in Rockville Center.
Mercy Medical Center and South Island Orthopedic Group are the proud medical providers of Molloy College Athletics. They are committed to serving the community with state-of-the-art compassionate health care. You can reach them at 516-62-MERCY or on the web at www.mercymedicalcenter.chsli.org.
Molloy College cordially invites all parents, relatives, and former Molloy Lions back for homecoming, reunion, and family weekend. Friday, October 16th through Sunday, October 18th in Rockville Center. The weekend will kick off with the current student-athletes taking the field as the Molloy men's and women's soccer teams host St. Thomas Aquinas College at the Dean G. Skello Sports Complex on Friday night.
Hey, this is Billy Correo, head coach of your Molloy Lions volleyball team, and you're listening to all the action live on MolloyLions.com.
And welcome back to Quealy Gymnasium. Dan Savarino, Dan Hansen here with you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We now turn it over to public address announcer Rick Rossetto.
Also in the middle, a 6-foot sophomore on the 4-part, number 19, Danielle Sorowski. On the right side, the back sophomore from Elizabeth, jersey number 20, Savannah Johnson. And the left side, the freshman from East Mason, Florida, these University are Christina Lodge and Brown White. And the recruits, Captain Harris, is Kelly Pointer. And now, let's start on the middle.
Finally, the last bit of predictability in this game. It's a homage to our nation, our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and we will all cast as the honor and those who serve to protect the stars of our country and all and law with the singing of our national anthem. To you, Lord, by those who might not pass.
National anthem, and we're almost underway here from Quealy Gymnasium It's the Molloy College Lions and the Mercy College Mavericks. Dan Savarino, Dan Hansen here with you this evening. Again, thank you so much for joining us. All along here on Molloy College, MolloyLions.com, excuse me. Again, Lions coming in this season as of right now, still struggling at least as of late. They have not been able to get a victory at home this year. Every match, though, it seems they have played at home, they have really competed in. You take a look at some of the big matches, at least at home. Caldwell was a 5-set loss. Bridgeport was a tough 4-set loss. LIU Post a tough 4-set loss. Two really, really good programs. And then now Mercy coming in. It's match number 4 here from Quealy Gymnasium. As the Lions will be going from near side to far side, they'll be wearing their home white jerseys with the black shorts, while the Mavericks wearing their grays with the blue numbering and the white trim, and their dark blue shorts going from far side to near side. Dakota O'Neill is the libero, as she again wears and dons the maroon jersey, while wearing the light blue jersey is Brianna Heffernan, the libero for the Mavericks. So Allie Stefanovsky to begin to serve here for the Lions. Goes through her usual routine, gives a couple of bounces. Up and over, we're underway here from Quealy. We thank you so much for joining us. Outside, already 1-0 Mavericks.
Well, that was a quick point right there, and that was a good way for Mercy to get on the board. Already getting 1 kill, and it's 1-0.
Shania Johnson with the kill. She started now in 8 of the 18 they've played. So Heffernan with the serve. O'Neill, Stefanovsky, Escobar off the hand, out of bounds. 1-all.
That was a good retaliation there by Molloy, getting a chance at the net of their own, and this game is tied at 1.
So Samira Escobar, the libero turned outside hitter, at least in a Lions uniform. She takes the serve to the outside. O'Neill, now Banks, sends it to the back row. Near side. Here's Cassie Palmer. She can't get one the fall as Banks blocked back one more time. Good job here by the Maverick front row. Being able to keep this play alive was Stefanovsky. Now Banks almost mistimes the hit. Good rally between the two, and another kill from Johnson. So the sophomore gets the first 2 points for the Mavericks here in set 1.
Well, you can't really complain much there if you're Molloy. I mean, that was great defensive work, especially by Long Beach's own Dakota O'Neill. But regardless, Mavericks got the point. They're up 2-1.
So Michelle Luna, the junior, will serve. California native, as a couple are over here. A lot of West Coast players. Grace Cookson's shot right over the middle. Tries to find that far corner. Goes a little too far. So it's a 3-1 lead in favor of the Mavericks. Here's Luna. O'Neill, Escobar, and now Banks. Just gets it inside that pylon. Little floater, 4-1.
Well, this is not the start you want if you're the Molloy Lions. You're already down 4-1. You got to get back in this game.
O'Neill goes off the ceiling. Unlucky break there for the Lions with a big right hand from Cassie Palmer.
Fortunate there for Molloy. You think when it hits the ceiling, you don't know if you're going to get it back down in your favor. Fortunately for them, they cut the lead to 4-2.
So Grace Cookson will serve. Cookson, the junior, right over the middle. Too far. So a service error against the Lions. Grace will come off, and Dakota O'Neill will return to the floor. And a 5-2 lead for Mercy. Now entering the contest will be number 9, Abigail Fody, or it's known as Abby, as we were told before. Spencer Williams mistimes the hit.
Again, it's a...
But point goes to Molloy after the error. Actually, check that. They're going back. My mistake. It was still an error here on, at least a hitting error on Spencer Williams. Next one goes straight into the netting by Peyton Olsen. So service error against the Mavericks.
Well, Molloy fortunate to get one back there. They missed the chance at the net, but then the ball goes into the net. And then now the lead is 6-3 for Mercy.
Here's Allie DeCreif. Single season record in assists last season This year, at least they went back to more of a 6-2. They try to and try and work the two setters there as much as they can. But again, personnel has been an issue. Health, a couple of different reasons. Just inside the line, looks like it was Peyton Olsen.
Well, this is not the start you want. If you're the Molloy Lions right now, already down 7-3, and the kills have been coming.
Little floater, Palmer to Kreif. Reyes still kept alive. Excellent play there on that far side by Luna. Here's to the near side. O'Neal with the dig. Cassie Palmer to the floor. The Lions trail by 3. They've trailed as much as 4 in the contest.
That was a good example of retaliation there and resilience. They almost didn't get that point, but they managed to somehow get it over and get the kill.
Here's Cassie Palmer. All-time leader in service aces in Molloy Lions history. Little floater over, now O'Neal. Reyes can't find it on the far side, almost gets caught up there in the ceiling. Far shot, but they just keep it inside the line. Pinpoint accuracy from the point.
And you just mentioned, Dan, one of the things that Cassie Palmer has been doing well has been service aces. And one thing that Molloy has on their side, they're up 105-89 coming into this match. Service aces.
So here's O'Neal, now to Kreif. Little floater from Escobar, misplayed on the back row. Lions back within 3. Again, these matches are so important in the ECC. Again, Lions are picked 7th of the 9 squads. Mercy picked 9 of 9. And that's decided by the head coaches. Does not make a difference on what happens at the end of the season, just predictions. Reyes is shot too far.
Well, that was a tough break there. Tried to paint the line, but just too much spin on it, and it finds its way over the line. 9-5, Mercy.
Velasco will serve. 5'7" from California, transfer from Rio Hondo College. That's a JUCO over in Texas. Right hand towards the middle. Jeannie Reyes. So Lions keep answering back here, at least getting it within 3. They're going to need to claw their way back along Ali Stefanovsky's serve. And we'll try and tie this first set.
Keep clawing closer.
Trouble towards the middle. Olsen still gets it over. Big right hand from Banks. Too much to handle.
That's the aggressive play that the Molloy Lions need. They're going to need that presence at the net, and they've already had a few of those, and they're back within 2.
Now again, I have not seen the Lions since they were home their last match a while ago against LIU Post, but usually Ali Stefanovsky's wearing that American flag headband. Change of pace tonight, nothing on there. And it would just be one of those little ritual things that a lot of these players have.
You can never go wrong with the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, exactly. So Stefanovsky. Again, they trailed 4, and they're now back down to 1. Jump serve, little floater on that far side. Olsen's right hand gets blocked back down between Banks and Cookson. Stefanovsky, O'Neal, Banks. Still kept alive. Olsen sends it over. As is Carly Banks. Both teams have had some very good rallies. And Johnson's right hand gets deflected and then eventually out of bounds. So that's how the Mavericks will get a point back, and they're up by 2 once again.
Unfortunate there for Molloy because Carly Banks had 2 great opportunities at the net, but Mercy able to counter.
Cookson on a little wraparound, which usually works so often. Olsen sends it right over her head. And she was facing the opposite direction. Big right hand from Escobar. Stefanovsky. Escobar. Little floater. Takes a couple of little dribbles, but still kept alive. Big block back by Banks and Cookson, but too far.
Well, the changeup almost worked there on that last play. Never a bad idea to go to the floater.
Brianna Heffernan freshman with an all-league player. Cookson goes into the net. So again, errors have already plagued the Lions this season, and they plagued them so far in this game, Dan, and they trail by 4 in set 1.
Yeah, that's got to sting there if you're Cookson.
O'Neal sprawls out. Right hand, banks. Sent back by Johnson. Here's Cassie Palmer, and she unloads with the right hand.
Well, that's got to feel good if you're Molloy. Cassie Palmer coming back in response after Cookson goes right into the net. They get the point. They're within 3.
Samira Escobar looks up at the score. Sees what she has to work with to try and come back. Lions trail by 3. Here's Johnson. Big right hand, too far.
Oh, no. Once again, it's good to get under your opponent's skin, forcing the errors, and hey, it's a 2-point game. Molloy's back in this.
Shania Johnson, probably one of the more effective hitters they have, actually is the most effective hitter. And a 203 clip entering this contest. Service ace, Samira Escobar.
And that goes back to what I was mentioning before. One thing that Molloy has had on their side coming into this match, they lead in service aces on the year, 105-89 against their opponents. Shows right there.
Escobar looking to tie the score. 12-11, Mavericks. Olsen in the middle. Now here's Banks. Big right hand. Tie it up at 12. We have a new volleyball match, ladies and gentlemen. It's only set 1, though. Still plenty of work to be done. The Lions trailed again as much as 4. Escobar, jump serve. Sends it to Heffernan. Sprawls out. Olsen's right hand with a little floater. Escobar. Just inside the line. Lions take their first lead of the match.
Well, every Lion has claws, and they clawed their way back into this one. They're up by 1, 13-12 here in the first set.
Here's Samira. She's got on a 4-point run from the line. Johnson was looking for that back line again, but Escobar said no way. She's used to playing the back row, again starting libero last season, but mishandles that. So we're tied up at 13.
Well, tough break there for Escobar, but she made a remarkable play right before saving one that would have gone straight into the center of the court to give. It did tie the game, but regardless, tough break.
Shania Johnson comes out. Michelle Luna back in for the Mavericks. Cassie Palmer, big right hand. What a stop there by Heffernan. That was a very good dig. Cookson, one more time. Heffernan can't handle the second one. 14-13 lead for the Lions.
It's got to feel good if you're Cookson because you go back to earlier in the match when she hit it right into the net. That was a good response from before.
Grace Cookson last year had 91 kills. This season, still right in the middle as Mavericks get a point back. We're tied up at 14.
Well, Molloy was caught standing right there. They left a wide open space, and the block went right down, and knotted up at 14 once again here in the first set.
So Peyton Olsen, an ECC and EACC Player of the Week, back on September 21st. He's at the line. Banks. Violation against the Mavericks. Point to Molloy.
Hey, you get points any way you can.
15-14 lead. Allie de Kreifen. The second-year Lion sends a hard one right along that right side.
Oh, that one almost came our way.
Again, our vantage point is, I feel like I mentioned almost every broadcast, we're right in the back corner. So if you're looking out on your screen, you can't see us, but we're just near the bench for the Lions. So usually a issue that can happen sometimes where sometimes the vantage point isn't always the best when you have players in your way, but even more so when you have a ball heading right towards your head after a big right hand. And I'll be honest with you, one thing that last year, Dan, happened numerous times was the big left hand from Danielle Williams, which I think almost took my head off at least 3 times.
I mean, Dan, you're a baseball fan, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's like Fenway Park with the posts in the way.
Exactly. Palmer across the middle. Olsen sends it to the back row. Reynes. Heffernan with the dig. Off the arm of DeCrife, but still alive. The backboard, actually, for the basketball hoop saved them there. Here's Reynes, a little floater. Heffernan sprawls out. She's done a very good job. And she earns a point.
Well, it looks like the Tropicana field rule applies there. I mean, hit off the backboard, but they still managed to get it over the net. But unfortunately, couldn't get the point. This match knotted up at 16.
So one thing that's an issue about Greeley Gymnasium is the ceilings are low. But the good thing about a low ceiling, very similar to something like the Nassau Coliseum.
I knew you'd say that.
Yes, of course. Is the fact that it does get very loud in here.
Yes.
So when there is a crowd here, you don't have to have that many.
And it's wonderful for acoustics when you have a raucous crowd rumbling the roof. Makes for a great atmosphere.
I'll tell you what, one of the loudest I've heard this place, at least during a volleyball match, was Sam Berna's last game in Shannon Appel during senior day. Berna got the kill. And this place exploded for the win. Heffernan. Just try to push one to the back. O'Neal has some trouble. Kill's going to go to number 9, Abby Foti.
Well, O'Neal had her feet glued to the ground for a split second.
So Billy Correa is going to use a timeout here as they trail 18-16 here in set number 1. Dan Savarino, Dan Hansen with you this evening on a 7:30 start here at Quealy Gymnasium. A little bit different. Usually it's the 6 o'clock start is generally what happens, but it seems they wanted to move it around to make sure Mercy was able to get down here with no issues and whatnot. But for the Lions, Dan, this is such an important match for them to continue going forward because, you split up in that upstate, matches between Damon and Roberts Wesleyan. You fall to Damon in 5. You beat Roberts Wesleyan in 5. But then the Dowling game was definitely a step backwards, but now you have 3 at home. Mercy, Queens College, NYIT. These are the ones you have to get these wins in, at least at this point of the season, if you want to at least give yourself a chance at the postseason in the ACC.
And like you said, it's a chance to get back up in the win column. And a great opportunity tonight. A team that's 5-12. It's a great chance to get your first win of the season at home.
O'Neal. Seems almost every time she's digging up, she's digging high, and it's hitting off that ceiling. Little flipper over. Still kept alive. Spencer Williams. Johnson. That might have changed directions. Johnson, big right hand. Another kill.
Well, the Molloy Lions were caught at the front of the net there, and there was nobody defending the back line, so tough break there, but try and get the next point, get back within range.
Shania Johnson, the sophomore, 13 games, at least 5 kills. She had 11 last match. And she's done a fine job already, probably leading the team right now, and actually might be leading everyone in kills. 19-17 after the last Molloy point.
And once again, the changeup works.
So it's been a close set 1. Escobar, DeCrife with a little fake. The Mavericks saw it the entire way. Sarowski looks like the one who is going to be accredited with the kill.
You see O'Neal 17. You see O'Neal coming back into the game here for Williams.
Mavericks serve. Velasco's the one to do it. Reynes gets blocked right in the middle. And then they send it back over for Sarowski again. Right hand, Escobar. Nothing but the floor.
That point all started with the play of Cassie Palmer standing back alone by herself and manages to get a good feel on the ball and gets the point, gets the kill for the Mavericks, or for the Lions. My apologies.
Lions trail by 2. Stefanovsky across the middle. Still continued right along the middle of the netting. Heffernan, right hand. Olsen. Now Escobar winds up into one. Little floater from Olsen gets deflected around. 21-18 lead to the Mavericks.
Well, there's no helpless feeling like seeing a floater go right over your arms. And Mercy is 4 points away from knotting the setup, or for wrapping the setup.
And it's only the first. O'Neal. Stefanovsky cooks in. Point to the Lions. So Escobar was on the line the last time Molloy was able to come back and take the lead. They trail by 2. Escobar floats one towards the back. Johnson springs one. Good dig there by Samira. Now Banks goes cross court. Olsen just inside.
There's not much you can do there. That was just a perfectly placed ball, and now this is a 3-point lead once again.
And that's why Peyton Olsen has been leading this squad in kills with 183 entering this contest.
One of the few bright spots for Mercy this season.
Luna. Banks right hand, still continued. O'Neal. Stefanovsky. Escobar to the back row. Now Samira will just float one over. Right hand from Olsen doesn't fall on the floor. Dakota O'Neal is the one who was standing there. Point goes to the Lions.
Again, we've seen this before in this match. Another incredible stop defensively, but unable to get the point on second chance opportunities.
So Spencer Williams returns. Cookson serves. Heffernan with the dig. Outside right hand, Olsen, kill. Well, check that, actually. They're going to discuss this. The head official is saying Lions point. Both teams were celebrating.
It says 22-21 on the scoreboard in favor of Mercy.
It's going to be Molloy's point. So Cookson looking to tie the match. The first set and the match, really. Cross court. Dug up. Stefanovsky, right hand. Spencer Williams ties it at 22.
Boy, when things look bleak, it's Yogi Berra always said it's not over. It ain't over till it's over. We're knotted up at 22.
Again, still early here, but this is such an important first set. Olsen's so good at those little drop shots. Cassie Palmer's right hand goes cross court. Olsen blocked back down, still continued, but eventually trickles to the floor. Lions up 23-22.
The team looks good.
Timeout called by Mercy. 23-22 lead for the Lions here in set 1, where again they've trailed as much as 4 and trailed for the majority of this first set, but still resilient coming back.
Down and not out. You just saw it was 21-18 with just a few points ago, but they managed to get back into this, and they're up by 1